Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vashawn Jones, visionary of Fedora Outlier LLC. Yep, you guessed it. It is episode 2, season 1 of the Cadillac Chronicles, and we are in the Cadillac Chronicles on the way home. Well, we're in the Cadillac, we're in both of them. I'm gonna tell you a story from the Cadillac. You get the point. Listen, let's get down to business, okay? So here's the thing. No money is made unless something is sold, right? No money is made unless something is sold. You can't think of it. I don't care whether it's the rocks used to make granite and concrete. I don't care if it's screws to make tables. As my phone rings, I mean, think about it. Anything. Glass to make windows, anything. No money is made unless something is sold. So what does that tell you? You need to be selling something. And if you are a part of something that you're not paying for, guess what the product is? The product is you. They are selling you to their vendor, and you're getting whatever benefit they gave you. Let me give you an example. When you go to the store, let's say your grocery store, and you sign up for the membership card, okay? So, yeah, they give you a discount, but they also market to you. They send you the BOGO deals and all of that good stuff, right? And so it's free to you so that they can market to you so that they can get your money. No money is made unless something is sold. Which brings me to the story of how I came up with my pricing. So Ken Mitchell, a great friend of mine who's visually impaired, I was at the Disability Link Center and I was telling them about opening up Fedora Outlier LLC and what we did and what we was going to do and how it was going to be great. And the first thing he said was, "How much do you charge?" And I was like a deer in the headlights. I was like, oh, about that, right? Yeah, I'm going to charge him. He was like, he's a straightforward guy, right? He's like, "You don't have any pricing." And he was like, "Here's the thing." And he grabbed me by my shoulder. He walked me over to a corner. Now, he can't see, so we both hit our nose on the corner. But, it was that mentor-mentee relationship that he tried to have when he walked my nose into the corner. But I'll never forget that day because the advice that he told me was more impactful than the hurt nose that I had. And what he said is, you charge high prices. I was like, high prices? He said, yeah. He said, because guess what? You can always discount them. You can always give them the family rate. You can always come up with a deal. You can always come up with a special. You can always come up with a promotion. You can always market however you want. But he said, if you're the cheapest and you're trying to be the cheapest in town and you think that's going to get you where you want to be, he said, it's not going to happen. He said, because people who pay, desire, even seek out cheap pricing, they're going to be your worst customer. They're going to be your worst customer because they're going to want to pay the less and want the most. And I took that advice to heart, absolutely. And I found that out. The people, when I discounted my stuff and they jumped on board when it was $29, but the people who paid for it when it was $1,000, never heard from them. $29, they want this. Hey, you ever thought about doing that? And it's good to get feedback, but they want you to do that for $29. And so look at Apple. Apple is not the cheapest. You can get a cheap phone. It can do pretty much the same thing that the iPhone does. But the ecosystem, the fact that you can take it to a store. Now, where's the Microsoft stores? Where's the Google stores? They all closed down. Where you going to take your Android phone to? Well, once it becomes old, you can take it to the little Mr. Fix-It guy and, they can repair it. But anything goes wrong with Apple, you just take it to the Apple store. You can ship it in, And so is the ecosystem. But no money is made unless something is sold. So let's get back to you. What are you selling? How are you making your money? Even if you work for someone, you're still selling. How do you think you get that raise? You're selling yourself. And so are you selling yourself short by not selling? Are you selling yourself at a discount by not thinking bigger? Are you selling yourself for nothing? Think about it. Think about it. So my advice to you, as you open your business, as you move up in employment, as you desire to gain employment, you want the highest amount of money you can get. It's less trouble. It's less work. Your requirements are generally less stressful. And you can maximize your time. You can maximize your opportunity when you charge prices that are commensurate with your services and what you bring to the table and what you offer. And yeah, you have to have a USP, a unique sales position, as to why those prices are the way they are. But it's a real thing. It's a quality thing. Louis Vuitton is not Louis Vuitton because of the name. It's a quality in it. It's, hey, if anything goes wrong with this bag, you can bring it back. We'll either fix it or give you a new one 30 years down the road. Does that make sense? Now you try that at H&M. They're going to say 30 days. Sorry. Macy's, yeah, 30 days. Sorry. Dillard's, 30 days. Sorry. Nordstrom's had a policy that even if you didn't buy it from there, they would return it. You know what? Where that came from? Nordstrom's used to sell tires, right? And the brand of tires that they sold were, whatever it was. I'm sorry, I have a cold. But a guy brought in a brand of tires that they didn't even sell, and they exchanged them for a brand that they did sell. And so the quality service that you can provide when you're actually making money and you have a margin that you can draw from. You ever heard somebody say razor thin margins? Yeah, that means if one person steals your candy bar, or if one person don't pay you, then your whole budget is screwed up because you have very, very thin margins. Apple has very, very big margins. And so they have this philosophy where they lower their expectations and over deliver on the product, right? And so that's what separates them. What's going to separate you? Okay? So going back to the premise, no money is made unless something is sold. Do you want to be the Walmart of what you're selling? Or do you want to be the Cadillac of what you're selling? And even if you don't have a business, you are selling yourself. Sounds like a plan? Cool. Let's get down to business, y'all. Let's change the world. Let's change the world together.